Okay, so hi. I want to film a brow tutorial, brow tutorial. But I want to show you guys how I do my brows because, as you can see, I have very sparse brows, and I'll end up with nice brows at the end. No, sorry, I end up with brows at the end because this is like 3 pieces of hair on the side. For like products, I use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Granite. People don't like when people use granite, but I love black brows. I feel like they suit me, my skin color. I love them. I use the Pro Girl Conceal in Beautiful Bronze. I love this concealer. When you're using a concealer to carve out your brows, you want to use something that is medium to full coverage enough so where you can actually sculpt something, and you don't want to use something that's too thick and too hard because you won't be able to actually move your brush around. Brow gel is optional. I only use it when I remember. You want to use a brow brush for the dip brow. I use the Anastasia number 12 brush. It's dual ended, has a spoolie on the other side, and this brush is perfect for actually carving out your brows. Now, please do not wash this brush regularly because you don't want your bristles to get sparse. I actually like when there's, like, I haven't washed it. We're not going to say how long, but I haven't washed it in quite some time just because I like the buildup of product in there, and it like makes the brush thinner and easier to move. This brush, from my last video, I recently purchased this. It's the line perfector from Sigma, the E68. It's amazing for carving out your brows. If you don't have this brush, it's just a super thin regular beauty guru. But it's just a thin angled brush. But if you don't have that brush, you can just use your regular brush that's like curved, and you can actually carve out your brows with that. You can use an angled brush, but make sure the angled brush is thin. That's all I ask. So I look like poop with no brows and no glasses on, but it's okay. So I start by combing out my brows. Here, let me make sure you can see both brows. I start by combing out my brows and just combing them upwards so I can get the gist of where my brows lay, I guess you could say. And I'm going to take my brush, and I take paper towel, and I just kind of like pinch it together, my brush, and just get it as thin as possible. So, and then I go in with my dip brow. And so I go in with the dip brow, and I just like gently pick up a little bit of the product, and then I kind of sweep off the excess, but then still leave the excess on. I just pick up product. Then I'm going to go in with my brush and just start from, I don't know if you can see my brow, but I have like a little line where like my brow just decides to get super sparse, and it just decides to quit right there. So I'm just going to take from right there and just extend that line out. And it doesn't matter if your brow is uneven because that's what concealer is for. And you're going to curve your brush, so you're going to want to go up a little. When you're making it, you want to slightly go up, and then you're just going to go down for the arch. Because to making the perfect brow, you need to have there's like a bottom and a top arch. Then you're going to go back into the dip brow, and how high you want your brows to be, you want to take it. So I usually take it about right here, and I kind of just shade in, and then you want to start to form your top arch. Okay, and then you're just rounding your brush, so you're turning your brush. I don't know if you see that, but oh my god, what if you couldn't see that? I wouldn't be so sad, but sorry if you couldn't. I'll show it on the other brow. My mom is so loud, but just curve the brush and get a sharp point. And it's okay if your point isn't exactly sharp, because that's what concealer is for. Concealer is your best friend when doing your brows. And my brow is going to be super duper duper messy before I conceal, and that's okay. It's okay. And I'm just extending the tip a little bit just to get the desired effect that I want. It all depends on you. If you want sperm brows, do sperm brows. If you want the thickest brows in the world, caterpillar brows, do caterpillar brows. It's all up to you. Now, so as you can see the difference, I don't know. So here's my filled in brow. Here's a brow that isn't filled in. Completely different things. So I take my concealer. I squeeze it out. I don't know, I just squeeze out however I feel. I approximate it. Doesn't really matter. If you need more, you need more. I would say get less, then you can add more on. So I grab that tissue again and I take my concealer brush and I also squeeze it up so that it can be the it can be super thin. So I'm gonna go in with my. I'm gonna take that. Just grab a little bit. I mean, enough where you can work with, but you don't want it like a gooping mess. I don't know if you can see that. And then you want to start. Hold up. See, this is why like brows aren't meant to be perfect. Okay. So grab your brush and you're gonna want to start from the middle. The beginning. And just start with a line. And you kind of want to get it like you want to have a straight hand. And you can balance your hand on top of your face, like the palm of your hand or your cheek, so that you can have something to like control. So your hand isn't like free flowing in the air. And then when you're going to get to the arch, you're going to slightly go up. You're just going to, all you're doing is carving it out so it can be perfect. And then you're going to go through the tail and carve it down. And I hold my breath while carving out my brows, filling them in, just because I get nervous. Okay, so that's it for the bottom of the brow. You can carve out the top if you want to. I'll do it for this video, but since my brow actually doesn't look terrible, only on the the tail it looks terrible. But my brow, like, it's pretty straight. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to carve out the top of my brow. So I lift my head. I put my hand on my forehead, like around your temple area, and I kind of start not at the beginning of the brow, but towards like the middle, like right before the top arch, and I just curve down and I just follow my hand. Okay, so then when it goes to the tail, you want to slightly go closer and closer towards the closer towards the other line, just so you can get a point. If you mess up like I just did, it's okay, it's okay. Don't add any more product to your brush, and you're just going to draw on it. Shh. Okay, I really messed up my brow. Just come in, close the door. Shh. Don't laugh. Sorry, excuse me. My sister is in here. Okay, so I kind of messed up on the top of my arch. So just round that off. I don't know. Just do it until you feel, until you like it. It's all desire, like what you like and don't like. So this brow to me is fine, except for right here. I just want to make that a little bit more ombre. Hold up. Okay, so that's good enough for me. So I'm gonna take this is the e.l.f. clear brow gel. It was either $1 or $2, and I just get the brow gel side and I comb up, and there we go. That's how I do my brows. Nothing too hard, but then it's also not simple. It takes practice. Like, it honestly just takes practice. And this brow isn't the best brow that I've ever done, but it's good enough. Now I'm gonna do this side. It's gonna be zoomed up, so that's it.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say